Welcome to another episode of Breadcrumbs from the Soul, a radio station dedicated to finding those hidden miracles in life's everyday circumstances. For this episode, we're going to be talking about how to create abundance through your point of view, how you look at life. And so we're going to start with a philosophical question. And then we're going to apply the wisdom of that philosophical question. And from that, we are going to apply that wisdom to an everyday circumstance and arrive at some tools that we can all use, some steps that we can all begin to use right away to help us as we create the experience of abundance in our reality. As we move into this episode, it's very important to have the foundational understanding that your viewpoint is your point of power. It begins right now where you stand, and it's how you look at things. Now, the information that we're going to talk about today is not new information. There is wisdom that is passed down throughout the generations. And one of the things that I have realized throughout all of my spiritual seeking is that the answers are incredibly simple. And many times the answer has been right there in front of us. And throughout the generations, the same message has been handed down. And so, for instance, our conversation today is about the philosophical question. It has to do with, you can probably hear what I'm doing right now, pouring some water into a glass. It has to do with taking a look at a glass that has some water in it. What do you see? Do you see a glass that has water halfway to the top? Is it filled halfway? Or do you see a glass that's half empty? What is your viewpoint on this? And really what this conversation is about is how do we create abundance in our life? And we've talked about this in many other conversations, and that is our belief systems, which are energetic. Put an energy out, and the universe matches that energy level and brings back to you what matches that energy level. And so if you have a viewpoint that is positive, that is abundant, then the universe will give back to you abundance, your experience of abundance. If you have a viewpoint which is lacking, you see lack, then the universe will bring to you the experience of lack in your life. So let's go back to this little glass. If I see this half empty, I'm going to think, I'm so thirsty, and there's hardly any water in here. There's like not enough water. Like, I'm so thirsty. If I drink, I'm going to drink it all, and then I'm going to still be thirsty. Or I'm going to have to parse it out. I'm going to have to take like a little drink. Like a little tiny drink. Oh, I'm so thirsty. There's not enough water in here. Oh, and I certainly couldn't share my water. So I hope nobody in my family is thirsty right now because I cannot share any of my water. I have so little water in this glass. All of these thoughts, all of this energy that I'm putting around my contemplation and perception of this as being half empty is very negative indeed. And as a result, I'm going to experience circumstances of lack in my existence. Here's the circumstance. It's almost gone. This is so sad. I could drink 10 cups like this, and still I'm going to feel thirsty. It's very sad circumstances indeed. Now, what if I look at this glass as partially full, because I drank some of it, partially full? I can look at this and say, I am so thirsty. Oh, look at that, there's water. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh my God, this is so good. I was so thirsty. This water is so good. Oh, This is like the best. This is the best tasting water I've ever had. I'm so thirsty right now. Oh my gosh. I have like at least one full gulp. I could make it two big gulps. Let's see. Let's see how many gulps I have. I have so much water. It's dripping out of my mouth right now. That's how abundant I am in water right now. Look at that. That was a good glass of water. I am totally satisfied with my glass of water. I bet you I'm not thirsty now because that was really a lot of water. Did you see that 3 big gulps of water? I'm so grateful I had that 3 big gulps. Now, I'm not thirsty anymore, but if I was thirsty, I bet you there is more water where that came from. Wherever that was, I bet you there's a sink I can go to and get some more water. There's probably a hose. I bet you if I was really desperate, there's probably some sprinkler system somewhere outside I can get some water. I'm feeling abundant. And in that place of feeling abundant, experience is joyful and abundant. I have called forth the experience of abundance into my life. Now, you might look at this and say, but that's so simple. Oh, come on, how silly. Of course you know there's more water. There's a bottle of water there. Okay, you can be as negative as you want. No matter how you choose to interpret what I've just said, the reality stays the same. I, as a human, have absolutely just enjoyed a very abundant experience of drinking water until I'm satisfied because I believe, because I perceived, because I looked for and saw in this glass of water enough water to satisfy my need. I found the abundance in it. I saw the abundance. That was my point of view. My point of view was abundance. Let's say that you're one of these people that looks at the glass and says, that's half full. But I'm not experiencing abundance. Michelle, I'm not experiencing abundance in my checking account. Yeah, I got a lot of water, but I don't got it in my checking account. So for our real life circumstance, we're going to be talking about creating more money. We want more money. Because you might be saying, well, Michelle, I need $10,000. I've got $1,000. My account is 1/10 full. That's the way that it is. So what do we have to do? Well, now I know this is going to sound really simplistic. What you've got to do is you have to look at your bank account from the same point of view as you do the glass of water that's half full. Plenty of water to nourish you. You have to look at your bank account in that very same way. So step 1 is whatever is in your bank account, you need to begin in a state of gratitude for what you have. So we look at the bank account and we say, I need $10,000 and I'm $1,000 closer to the $10,000 mark. I am 1/10 the way there. Now, I could be 0 right now. I could be negative, but I am at 1,000. I am 1/10. That's like if there were 10 steps, I've taken 1 step. I only have 9 more to go. I am on my way. I am grateful for that 1 step that I've been fortunate enough to take. I only have 9 more. I'm going to take another, and then I'll only have 8. And I'm going to take another, and I'm only going to have 7. Another, and I'm only going to have 6. This is an exciting day. The universe has abundance for you right now. So the universe is ready to throw it to you right this second, but you're standing off over here. The universe is throwing it in the abundance line. You need to be in alignment with what the universe is wanting to give to you. It's abundance. Put yourself over here. How do you do that? I've already got 1,000. I'm ready. I'm gonna get another 1,000. Then I'll only have 8 left. I'm ready. Then I'm gonna only have 7 left. I'm ready. I'm ready. You have to get yourself into that space so that you're in alignment, so that you can catch it, so you can allow it into your existence. Gratitude puts you in alignment. And step 2 is you want to appreciate and admire, allow yourself to admire those who have what you believe that you would like, those that have what you desire. Appreciate that. That raises your consciousness in alignment to catch it into your own experience. Look at that. Is wonderful that that person has that car. That is fabulous. I wonder what that guy did to get that car. That is so cool. I bet you he's really cool. I bet you he's smart. Man, I'm going to be so cool when I'm driving around that car. I'm going to be like the nicest cool guy in the car. I'm going to be like stopping, waving to people. I'm going to let people take pictures next to my car because I think that's cool. That is so cool. That is really great. You want to be grateful for that person. How wonderful that that person is able to get that car. How wonderful for them. I bet you they worked so hard for that car. That is what I am going to look like when I've taken my 10th step in my bank account. And step 3 is look for evidence that you are successful, that you are coming from the right point of view. Look for the evidence that supports that in your day. And how do you do that? Maybe you buy lottery tickets. Oh, you win $1. That is $1. That is a symbol you are headed in the right direction. You're walking down the street, there's a penny on the ground. That universe just put that penny right there for you. That is a symbol that is working. You're going about your business, there's an opportunity. There's a job opportunity. There's something going on that tells you things are happening for me. You are taking your point of view and you are consciously lining it up with that abundance that you wish to call forth. And that process of taking your point of view and using that as the tool, your power tools. And these power tools were given to you at your creation and from the loving Creator who wants nothing more than for you to experience abundance beyond your human imagination. And to help us to kind of kickstart this process of using these power tools, I've created a companion meditation for this episode. I will put a link to it at the end, which is coming up in just a moment. And go ahead and listen to this meditation. And the purpose here is to really help you to get into this space where you're really focusing your power of point of view in the alignment with that which you wish to create. So I invite you to go ahead and enjoy that meditation. I hope that you have found these steps to be useful, and I look forward to having you join me again next week for another episode of Breadcrumbs from the Soul, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Until then, I hope that you have a blessed week.